Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Monday night. Hopefully you had yourself a great weekend, and hopefully you also found some deals for Cyber Monday. Personally, I didn't find any. I gotta be honest. This Cyber Monday stuff really was very underwhelming. If anything, just outright sucked. Not a single game I found was actually on sale that I would actually want to buy. With the exception, aside from like Steam sales and stuff, because they're just doing their autumn sale. But I mean, actual Cyber Monday sales from retail stores, online, or just actually physically in stores. There were no sales, absolutely none. It was very, like I said, it was very underwhelming. It sucked. But hopefully, you might find some deals for Christmas gifts for a couple other people. I believe also, if you're want to try the free-to-play game Dauntless, if you actually want to buy into the closed beta, you can actually buy the Founders Pack. That's still going for 50% off tonight. And of course, tonight's the last night for any of the Steam sale games. I should probably actually pick some up for the upcoming year, for 2018. Still got a lot of games on my backlog, but still, a lot of games I actually would like to buy on my own time. But why don't we jump on into Hand of Fate 2, because, my goodness, a lot of things happened here. And we've actually been playing this game for about 37 hours, actually. We have spent a lot of time playing Hand of Fate 2. And this is just going from... This is just the stream time. Like, I'll be honest, almost... Like, I only went into the game a couple of times on my own to do, like, what was it? The strength challenge. I did the strength challenge. That was the one thing I did. Offline. Everything else I actually did online here. But where we last left off, we actually assassinated the Emperor. We ran for our lives, and all our companions gave their lives as we fled. And we found ourselves here with the dealer. We effectively have gone full circle to this caravan that Malaclips knew about, in which the dealer apparently erased our memory. I don't understand why, but he basically retold the story of our life as we adventured across the world. Which is tonight's challenge.
It has been timeless, our journey together. But now we see the truth of it all laid bare. You must help me. And together, we will return this world to the way it should be.
So this is the final... Let's see here. Let me just make sure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yep, just the 22nd challenge. It's the circle of life, or life and death, as it were. Well, it does a nice job with the Ouroboros there. Wait, no, that's Resident Evil 4. I forgot what the actual snake-eating monster is actually called. Let's not mention that Resident Evil reference. But let's see what the challenge is. How's it going, Ninja Zombie? How are you doing tonight?
Now the final moment is here. I have taught you all I can.
Prepare for your final journey. What? All enemies are brimstone. This is what you have prepared for. Take only your best equipment. I guess this... Wait, what? No, that's... Wait, what?
There is nothing in this world that Callus cannot bring to his aid.
This can't be the actual ending. There's no way. Also, I'm curious about this.
The world itself will fight upon his side.
Huh. Okay. I guess this is the only items I can actually pick from? Oh. I see. Okay, so basically we're picking a couple of items and that's it. So we can take the armor. Take the artifact, I don't even know what that does. We can take the shield. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit here. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I get it now. We basically can pick a weapon, Pick a two-hander, pick a one-hander, pick a dual-wielding, pick a helmet, and pick an artifact. Okay. So, I'm guessing there's no limit then. Oof. Take Lionheart then. Because we took quite the beating. Take our best gear. Ooh, that's... Oh, this is probably gonna be a bad idea, but... Probably gonna be a bad idea. It's gonna be a dumb idea, but also... Did we actually get a platinum shield? I don't think we got a platinum shield. We did not get a platinum shield. Unlike the Brigand Shield. All enemies are Brimstone, so we'll take the Brilliant Blade. I think that's probably what we'll be using. Shockwave. What did this do? Bash causes additional damage to armor. Oh, Shadow Armor, that's what this does. Not a bad one, honestly. It's the highest damage one out of all these. 26. 26 is actually the highest. That actually being the... Ignores defense. Weapon does full damage to enemies regardless of defense. Useful against Empire and Ogres. Actually not bad. This one, Armor Breaker. Bash does additional damage. You know what? We'll... Change the sounds. Let's actually go with that. That's kind of weird. We're only bringing equipment. And there's a sun token only. Something tells me this may be our final journey, but not the last challenge or last encounter we'll be doing. So, we're doing something kind of dumb. Probably should be taking the Armor Gluttony. But, we did earn the Platinum Suit, and we never wore it. Let's actually use it, and let's try out the Knight's Helm.
And thus, our carriage arrives at our final destination. Now we will see what changes Callus has wrought, and play the game of life and death in truth.
Oh my god, we're leaving the caravan. Oh my god, we left the caravan. Oh, I'm not ready for this. That's...
Didn't think I'd leave you on your own, did you?
Ha! But you died. Also, I kinda look ridiculous. Alright, I guess I can't change weapons. Ooh, this is... Oh, this is a little weird. I guess she's the only one, because she was the only one I made into a platinum card. That was the sword the soldier used, as well as her pistols. Olbjorn's blades. Something tells me I'd find Malaclipse's. Sitar somewhere. That is very grim.
Well, here we are at our final meeting. You expect me to play cards? No, I have devoted my life to battle, and battle it shall be.
Oh, this is high stakes combat here. No more card games.
Only blood can finish this.
Not alone. Fight together.
Oh my god! The dealer?
I have him stunned. Attack.
Oh my god, he's got a lot of health. Oh my god, that flurry of weapon attacks only gets stronger.
This is to be the final battle. Let them sing our praise when all is done.
I will not go easily to the next world.
I'm glad my own ally is here. Oh. I'm actually kind of glad I have the hero with me. Good Ariande. Valuable companion. Oh, wait, no, I can actually hit her now. Hit it now. It literally is Callus. It's literally the avatar that you played from the first one. And man, does he have a lot of health. You stun, it stuns. Sorry, this is actually going to be a little bit of a concentration mode. Working on it. And now for the feet.
The world I have created is glorious. I have ruled over the ascent of our kind. We dominate, as we should. You would risk all of this?
Oh, that's not good. Didn't expect to have them have the shade. That's like a full heal. Holy crap, the Lion's Heart's actually really good here.
Power is the only game.
Beware, you can be deadly.
That would be an understatement.
Once more I stand upon the place of power. Once more the land chimes with my truth. Magic will return to the land, and the Empire will fall. The game is pure once more.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. No. No. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. No, there's no way. There's no way. I am sorry. I can't believe what I'm actually seeing right now. That can't be the final thing. There's no way that can't be the end. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm in a state of denial here, but it's like, after all those challenges being like 2 hours or 2 hours and 2.5 hours long. Sorry, I'm enjoying the song. Stride PR, I got to meet them at the PlayStation Experience. There's... You gotta be kidding me. That's... Alright. That's apparently the final challenge was... a challenge of combat. For defeating Callus. I also like that they made the... Callus, the character who played in the original Hand of Fate, a lot older. And he basically became covered in brimstone. We're defeating Callus. Callus's ring. It's gotta be something else with this. There's no way. That... Oh, you have gotta be kidding me. Oh, Unless the top card there is endless mode, the only other thing I could think about is if, and this is an if, we get all the sun tokens, or all the gold tokens, whatever you want to call them. So we'd have to do justice, we'd have to do temperance, we'd have to pass the devil, we'd have to pass the moon, and judgment. I gotta say though, for at least our first time, we actually were able to go through quite a bit. I'm a little surprised that the character customization is there, and it didn't really feel like it served a purpose. I mean, like, it's nice that you can actually make your character look the way they look. I have most of them at gold, at least. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. I at least am thankful about that, and I think it has to be. It has to be. There has to be, like... I would be shocked if Defiant Dev actually ended it right there, because the prophecy is that you can actually, like, they're talking about, you know, you destroy the seat of power. That you went through, you know, a retelling of your life, which is basically what this whole thing is. Which is actually an interesting aspect, honestly. I did not expect that in terms of the narrative. Like, I am preparing you by telling your life all over again. Because the dealer took your memories away the moment you stepped inside his carriage as you got away from the Empire. Yeah, so at least I have 5 challenges. That's not bad. It's still a lot of... God, some of them are just stupid difficult, though. Justice, that's the base building one. Temperance, that's the starvation one. The Devil, that's the Devil. I think, honestly, the solution to that might just be... like, saying you take the potion, but then you give it to him, or something. I don't know. I think it might be a choice, decision of choices, in which you, like, get rewarded, or you pass one of the challenges that the game gives you. Like, I could see you might be able to get the blessings, but that's a little difficult. The moon, I forgot what the moon was. Oh, the moon, that's right, the moon was, everyone has to do, you have to find enough, fighters in the resistance to do a coup. But the real challenge is, and I know this isn't really shown, I'm just gonna go and select, yeah, I'll just select Justice, actually. The real challenge is I had to actually go through each of these characters, all my companions' storylines. That's gonna be the actual tricky part about doing it, because if you do the earlier challenges, you actually have to go through each of theirs. So I had to go through the Soldier's quest line, go through Kolbjorn's quest line, and go through Maleclipse's quest line. And I barely touched those because difficulty of this game is actually really high. And if you choose, like, any of the lower ones, you don't really get to explore that much. I think maybe, and oddly enough, this is gonna sound ridiculous, the lovers might be your best, like, your middle ground. But that has the problem with, freaking Oswin eating all your food. Maybe, I don't know about the, no. Actually, the Chariot might actually be another one. That would be a good one. Or Strength, oddly enough. No, that sounds incredibly abusive, but Strength actually might be another good one. To actually unlock, go through each of the characters' quest lines. Maybe the wheel. I'm trying to remember what the wheel was for a second here. Any mysterious characters? No, not the wheel. Never mind. Not the wheel. The tower? The problem with the tower, I thought that too, actually, Ninja Zombie, but the problem with the tower is that, as we saw when I that was actually the mission I unlocked, Ariadne, and she went from the blacksmith to the hero. At least I think it was. Pretty confident it was. Might not have been. I lost her. I lost the blacksmith, so if there's any moment where it's like, I have to chase after my companion, I'm going to lose them in the tower. Or in the lands around the tower. Because if you lose your companion, they're not coming back. And having, you know, the ogre chase us, that was a long, consuming process. Like, I would think you'd want to choose the shorter challenges. Maybe, was it not the Hangman? Ugh. Actually, maybe Death would also probably be a good one. I'm a little stunned, actually, that the ending was that short. I really am. Actually, I'm actually curious, though. Was that added to our supplies, or was that added to... No, it wasn't supplies, it was added to equipment. we find out what Callus's ring does? I doubt it, but... It didn't even tell us what the equipment did. That's a bummer. And of course, it doesn't tell us what Callus's ring does. But there's definitely a lot of replay value in this game, so do I see myself sitting down and replaying this game? What am I saying? I'm sitting down and playing a lot of Fire Emblem Warriors right now. In my off time, I've kind of been blazing through that, going through all the history maps and such. I could see myself actually going, like, in my off time, maybe playing this at a more casual rate. Like, my only criticism is, like, this had a very steep learning curve. These challenges did not pull punches. Like, you have to... Like, it prevented a guy like me from doing experimentation. That, if anything, is one of my huge things. Like, I would have liked to be able to experiment more with the cards, but the challenges, and maybe this would work in an endless mode better. I would be able to experiment with all the cards, or maybe all the cards would be thrown into endless mode. But just being able to go through and try out each of the cards would have been very nice. Because the moment we hit strength, I think around strength, that was the moment where things got real. And every single challenge, pretty much thereafter, I had to build very specific, especially since the challenges started to become a lot longer. Because even with the Twitch integration, even if I just sped through the cards, part of the game is being able to sit back and actually enjoy the narrative that's, you know, constructed in each of the individual cards and such, which is, you know, one of the main draws of this game. And that's kind of my main draw. It's like, I like having a narrative in these games. Is Judgment the hardest challenge? It was the longest. It was one of the longest, I can tell you that. Like, the sun, Judgment, the moon. Like, pretty much once you hit the tower. The tower to Judgment, they were the longest. The hardest? Judgment wasn't hard. Judgment would only be hard for players that aren't adept at the game's combat, which is a very fundamental Arkham City combat. And I know that sounds like redundant, but the Arkham City combat may be simple in its mechanics and execution, but I could see a lot of people having a very difficult time adapting to the combat, even to an Arkham City combat style, because it's very heavily based on your ability to fast reflexes. And at my age, I'm getting a little slower when it comes to reaction times and such. I could easily see someone who's either a little bit younger or a little bit older than me not having that quick reaction time. Like, combat is your biggest obstacle in Judgment. As for what the hardest challenge is, I have to look at the ones like Strength. That's a very difficult one. And also note that we haven't actually even played the game on its hardest difficulty setting, because you can make some challenges even harder. Like, what is it? There's the Empress. There's a challenge for her where you can actually make the game even more difficult. The Strength, there was actually that. I can actually show Strength here. Where was it? I don't know if it'll show the weapon token anymore. I'm trying to think, like, probably a game we can switch over to. The Jousting Armor here. It doesn't show its token anymore, but the Jousting Armor unlocked the Platinum Suit. But if you included the Jousting Armor when it had its weapon token, and I think, if anything, if you include it again, it makes the challenge even more difficult. So there's a couple of weapon tokens that you'll actually have in your deck that can make challenges even more difficult. And I think that's actually nice. That actually adds a lot more to the replay value. of the game as well. So you're not just turning, like, if you try to go for 100% completion, you know, you're going to, you know, try and unlock all your heroes, turn them into platinum cards, and at the same time, you can also try and get more tokens and such. So there's definitely a lot of replay value with this game. But they definitely gave you your money, like, I know a lot, like, I don't like making this statement a lot of times, but they definitely made sure you got your money's worth from this game. Like, if you liked Hand of Fate 1, but you want more of a challenge mode, then you'll like Hand of Fate 2. I think some things could be sped up, like the executions could be sped up, even activating the weapon arts. Well, the special attack for each weapon, sometimes they don't proc as quickly as you'd like it to. And I'd say the dodge rolling for Judgment was also very finicky. And I think that was just a combination of having monsters chase you. But other than that, though, I mean, this is a solid game. I mean, I like it. But man, you gotta make sure... The one thing, though, you have to make sure you have time. You have to make sure you have time to put in, to play this game. Because if you don't have at least 2 hours to sit down, or an hour and a half, to go through at least one challenge, you're going to... You know, this is not a game... This is a game you have to make sure you have time with. Like, maybe the first half, you can pick up, do half of these challenges in, like, half an hour. No problem. But once you hit strength and on, make sure you have an hour or two to spare. Because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself... Like, you can probably just get up and walk away. That's actually one of the strengths of this game. You can just get up, walk away from your computer, but there's no save function or anything like that. There's no saving in mid-mission. So if you turn your computer off or the game off, you're gonna be starting from scratch. And that's why I say you gotta make sure you've got the time. As for us, though, we're at a crossroads here. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to keep playing this, or should we move on to a different game? And by that, I probably mean, like, we'll stop the stream, we'll change the title, update everything, because the game is beaten. We're done. I'm a little shocked at that, but... A little anticlimactic in terms of streaming, but in terms of the game, I honestly expected another maze. Another labyrinth, or another dungeon to go through. But... Oop, that's the wrong button. Well... I am very curious what's behind that card, but this is something that card there you have to just do offline. There's no way you would... I could see streaming this, but at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing, a lot of the challenges, like Justice, Temperance, Devil, the Moon, and Judgment, you have to know what you're doing. There's no other way about it. Like, the one challenge I probably see a person actually trying to do on stream would be the Strength challenge. But everything else, though, you've got to come in with a game plan. And it's going to take trial and error for a lot of those. But if anything, though, that's going to do it for me. Actually, you know what? No, this is dumb. We're not ending the stream tonight. What we'll do... We'll cut the stream. We'll end it here. And we'll boot up another game. I don't know what that game is yet. Give me about 5-10 minutes. And we'll boot up another game. Give me a thing. I'll just take a moment to actually think about what game to actually stream. But, anything though, if you're done watching, you could retry Temperance if you're desperate for a dungeon. Ninja Zombie, do you want me to try Temperance? Do you want me to try Temperance? I'd be okay with doing that. Like I said, I'm a little shocked that the game's over. I'm not unsatisfied. I definitely, like, enjoyed the journey. Just in terms of streaming. It's like, oh, the game's over. Whoops. I'm I'm not that desperate for a dungeon and going for the tokens. If I want to go ahead. No. This is something I want to do off. If I'm gonna play this game, it's gonna be now offline. I'll probably actually slowly work towards beating this game. I'll slowly work towards beating this game. But give me about 5-10 minutes. I'll probably switch on. If anything, you know, we haven't played in a while and we need something to feel good with. Let's play some EDF. I'm gonna jump on over and play some EDF. Let's blow up some bugs. Take our mind off doing something a little complex and just blow things up. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna cut the stream here. But if you enjoyed watching Hand of Fate 2, I would definitely recommend playing it. If you love dungeon crawlers, and if you're okay with an Arkham City combat system, and if you like the whole deck building thing, you'll definitely enjoy it more. I liked it. Define Dev. Awesome. They did a really good job. I'm curious, though, because there's got to be a true ending to this, and I hunger when I'm playing the game offline to actually see what it is. But until then, though, if you stop watching here now, thank you very much for watching. You can go check out a couple streamers here. If not, so there's actually Proton John. Looks like he's actually streaming Demon's Crest, apparently. And the Enigma finally got his wish. Also, Smooth McGroove, he's streaming Mario Kart 7. Mr. Science Theater 3000 is actually still going with their marathon. So if you enjoy watching Mr. Science Theater 3000, you can watch that. And Smite is playing Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. As for us, though, I'm going to give a 5-minute break. We'll stop the stream, start up everything up, and then we'll play some, either EDF or River City Ransom. Something simple. Something fun. But that's gonna do it for us tonight, though. Thank you very much for watching. Until then, take care.